Good morning, everyone. This is His Word Only. All right, let's get right into God's Word. So today we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 14. As a recap of Numbers chapter 13, we have the spies view the land, and Moses appoints these main guys of the tribes, right? 12 of them, and he wants them to go spy out the land and see if it has woods and stuff they need, and is it a land of milk and honey, right? And then they come back. They say, yes, it's a land of milk and honey, but there's men of great stature there, right? And there were only, I think it's Caleb and another one. I, for, I forget who it is of the guys who were like, hey, we are well able to do this. We got God on our side, right? And they ended up giving an evil report and saying, no, they're taller than us. We were like grasshoppers in their sight, right? Because this is the giants. This is the Nephilim, right? Genesis 6, go, right? Or the progeny of those, right? But anyways, let's get into Numbers chapter 14. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, Would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return unto Egypt? And they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed through to search it is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones, and the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me, for all the signs which I had showed among them? I will smite them with pestilence, and disinherit them, and will make thee a greater nation, and mightier than they. And Moses said unto the Lord, Then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them. And they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that thou, Lord, art among this people, that thou, Lord, art seen face to face, and that thy cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. Now if thou shalt kill all this people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, Because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness. And now I beseech thee, let the power of my Lord be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, The Lord is long-suffering, and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy, and thou, or as thou hast given this people from Egypt even until now. And the Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word, but as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice. Surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereunto he went, and his seed shall possess it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwell in the valley. Tomorrow turn you, and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, How long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. Say unto them, As truly as I live, saith the Lord, as ye have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness. And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your whoredoms, until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness. After the number of the days which ye searched the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise. I, the Lord, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me in this wilderness. They shall be consumed, and there shall they die. And the men which Moses sent to search the land, who returned, and made all the congregation to murmur against him, by bringing up the slander upon the land. Even those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land died by the plague before the Lord. But Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search the land, lived still. And Moses told these things to all the children of Israel. And the people mourned greatly, and they rose up early in the morning, and gat them up unto the top of the mountain, saying, Lo, we be here, and will go up unto the place which the Lord hath promised, for we have sinned. And Moses said, Wherefore now do ye transgress the commandment of the Lord? But it shall not prosper. Go not up, for the Lord is not among you, that ye be not smitten before your enemies. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and ye shall fall by the sword, because ye are turned away from the Lord. Therefore the Lord will not be with you. But they presumed to go up into the hilltop. Nevertheless, the ark of the covenant of the Lord and Moses departed not out of the camp. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites which dwelt in the hill, and smote them, and discomfited them, even unto Hormah. And that is the end of Numbers chapter 14. As a recap of Numbers chapter 14, we have the people rebelling, right? They're seeing all this stuff going on in the in the desert there. Didn't have the flesh, right? They wanted, steak, basically. I mean, not steak literally, but you know what I mean. And they wanted the good life in there that they had in Egypt, because it wasn't a little bit tough, they didn't want the manna. that God has, even though it was good for them and it was giving everything they needed, and now they have these huge giants in the land, right, that they got to deal with. And they're scared and panicking and saying, hey, is the Lord going to kill us and have us get killed by the sword? you know? And they're not trusting him, right? He did the Red Sea, all these miracles and all this stuff, and they still, and he comes into them in a cloud, right? And then a pillar of a cloud, and then a pillar of fire at night. He does all this stuff, and they still don't trust him, right? And they want to go back to Egypt, and they make a captain, or try to make a captain, and that didn't work. And then God comes unto, Moses saying, hey, anywhere or anyone from 20 and up is going to remain in this wilderness and pretty much die in this wilderness, right? 20 and below will make it, and Caleb and Joshua, the only two that were ready to go up and take the land, right? And that's pretty much. Oh yeah, and Moses pleads for the people, right? He tells them what God told him, and now, or he says, now are you going to keep the Lord's commandments? And basically tells them what the Lord said, you know. And then the Amalekites and the Canaanites, or that were living in the hills, were in the hills. They came down, ambushed them, and killed some of these guys. But anyways, that's the end of the summary. I hope you guys were edified, and you guys have a wonderful day.